Oh, I must be dreaming, dreaming. I must be dreaming, no, I must be dreaming.
What is up, YouTube? We're back with another video.
Is it safe to come out now?
And today we are doing a story time on how I was almost adopted / aborted. Mission was almost completed. Literally. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend. Also, if you could subscribe to my mom's channel, which is Mama K, that'll also be right here.
Don't forget your sister.
Sister?
Your sister.
Oh. Also, if you can, let's give it. Also, if you guys could subscribe to my sister's channel, not this one, but the other one, it's also gonna be right here. It's called Just Celia. Just Celia.
I told her to put.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're about to get into this video. I'm not gonna be saying nothing. I'm gonna just sit here, listen, and be pretty. Hopefully Bella doesn't make too much noise when my mom tells the story, but this is her story to tell, so I'm gonna let her tell it on my channel. Thumbnail.
She's so funny. Okay. You got my hat. You got my hat, Bella.
You just see her.
Okay. Okay. Stop it. Bella. Bella, you got to fall.
Let's see. Okay, she actually like. Okay,
Bella.
what you doing? Bella. You choking me.
Bella.
You choking me.
Bella. Bella.
You don't care.
Okay, you gotta take her out. It's a serious discussion. Take her out, Destiny. I mean, Celia. It's okay, whatever your name is.
Hey,
take
go
her
get
out.
her puffs. Go get her puffs.
No, she's not gonna be quiet. You have to take her. Let Devin get her.
She is gonna get quiet. She's not better when she's hungry.
Devin, get her.
Here, Kayla. Get her.
Take her to Devon and pick her up. Go, Bella. Go, Bell Bells.
Come here, baby.
Destiny, you take her because she's not gonna cooperate. That's it.
Just grab her.
Run. Just run.
Think about life.
Close the door.
Just think about life.
Devin, get her.
Just think about it. I love you. I love you.
You get out too. This ain't involving you.
Fine.
She's gonna close the door on her. Bye.
Hey, make sure you guys get some UQ Bro merch. Make sure you get some UQ Bro merch.
Is we ready now? And just to let you know, this is gonna be part 1. Part 2 will be on my channel, so stay tuned next Monday. You drop this on Friday? When you dropping this?
Probably Saturday.
Oh, well, mine be on Monday. So you just gotta wait one more day. Girl, come. She make my head itch every day. Is you... So, to begin with, I was about in my 20s. I don't know how old I was. And I was working at a phone company job. And it was this light, bright, fine, wavy hair dude. Low haircut, wavy hair dude. Tall, about 6'2". And he worked there too. So I was like, dang, he kind of fine. You know what I'm saying? He fine. Or whatever. And so... we would all like take breaks together, like a group of us. So one day we took a break together. We went over and got some pizza, everybody, and we was enjoying that pizza. And after everybody was done, everybody else left. Me and him was there. We got talking. So we got talking, getting to know each other during break time. We kind of went over our break talking, and so we exchanged phone numbers. And we went on a double date with me and him and his cousin and her girlfriend. I think his cousin was gay. So I think it was me, him, and her girlfriend, or whoever she was seeing at the time. So when on double date, we went bowling. Not bowling, playing pool, which I don't know how to play pool. So I was just like standing there, but that's neither here nor there. But anyways, yeah, so we went back to their place. Like I told you, I was young, in my early 20s, so you know, one thing led to another, and you know, use your imagination. So, we would still talk off and on. We went on a couple more dates, and I would come by his house and would chill and stuff like that, and you know, and so I guess, you know, a few months later, I was like, well, I you know, kind of missing something there. It's not showing up. So I got a pregnancy test, found out I was pregnant. So I was like, okay. I called him because he was the one I was seeing, and I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, are you sure? I said, yeah, pretty sure. I had other kids. I had 2 other kids besides her, Devin and Cameron.
My 2 oldest brothers.
Yeah. So when I told him I was pregnant, he was like, okay, cool. He was like, you don't believe in abortion or nothing like that? I was like, nope. I do not. I believe in abortion. Nope. So he was like, all right, let's meet up or whatever. So we met up the next day. He went and picked me up, and he seen my stomach was kind of protruding. I wasn't bigger. I wasn't as big as I am now. I was smaller. But he can see my stomach kind of like, you know, he was like, I just wanted to see if it was true. I was like, yeah, it's true. I'm pregnant. And so he was like, all right, so I'm going to be there, yada, yada, yada. I moved from where I stayed at, and he gave me his number. I was like, cool. And he dropped me off back at home. So the next day, he calls me from jail and was like, oh, I'm locked up. I don't know how long I'm being here. So don't worry about like trying to check up on me or whatever. I was like, what did you do? I forgot what he said. And then I was like, you need me to come down there and put some money on your book? He was like, no. I should have known right there. He's like, no. It's all good, you know. My cousin said she's going to call you and y'all can keep in touch like that, blah, blah. So I was like, I called his cousin. And she was like, yeah, girl, he locked up or whatever. She was lying. Like, yeah, he locked up. I'm sorry that it had happened like that or whatever, blah, blah. So I think either next day or a couple days later, I tried to call his cousin again. Number was I think they blocked my number, and then I never ever heard from them ever again, like ever. And that's the last time I talked to him. I seen her a couple times, and that was after I had the baby though, like years later. When I worked at Burger King, she would come in and I'm like, so how's so-and-so? She's like, oh, he doing good. I said, he's still locked up? No, he moved somewhere. She was, I don't know, some lie she said. So it was like, at that point I knew it was like, you know, I was never gonna see him again. So during this time of me being pregnant though, I was back and forth with my baby's father, which is my ex-husband, and we got back together. I told him I was pregnant at that time. He was like, we'll work it out or whatever. But then he was like, no, get an abortion. By this time, us getting back together, I was already like 5 months pregnant. So my stomach was out there, 5 or 6 months pregnant. He wanted me to get an abortion. Nobody does abortions at 5 or 6 months, but one doctor did. So I went there. I'm sitting there, belly all protruding out, sitting there like feeling the baby kick. Like, am I really about to do this? And we in the office with the doctor. He's like, yeah, I can do it. I said, isn't that like murder though? He's like, no. it's just an embryo. It's not even a baby. That's what he said. Now all the time I'm sitting there, I feel destiny kicking me the heck out of me, but he's saying it's not a baby at 5 or 6 months. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, do it. I walked out, I was like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna do this. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. So I did not do that. So he was like, well, you need to put up for adoption in. I was like, we can look into it. But it's the fact, ladies, pause right there. I want to be with this dude so bad. I was gonna put my child up for abortion first, and then I was gonna put her up for adoption for some dude who was not even worth it. First of all, years later we got married, but yeah, he wasn't even worth it. You crying?
No, I'm sweating.
Oh, I'm like, girl,
no,
say them titties. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna cry.
So,
it's more disappointment than anything.
Anyway, this was back in the day. All has been forgiven and forgotten. Forgiven and forgotten. Everybody mature.
I ain't forgiving nobody.
Oh. All day. But I stop it. Oh, so women, young girls out there. So I wanted this to be with this dude so bad. I was going to put my child up for abortion, or abort her, or I was going to put her up for adoption. This dude used to hit me, like, even with her, pregnant with her, kick me, hit me, mess my face up. But in my mind, I needed him, or I loved him. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with that. So my self-esteem was so torn down that I felt like I needed to be with him. And that's not a good place to be. Because when your self-esteem is torn down to nothing, and you feel like this person is the only person that will ever want you, supposedly want you, who don't really want you, he just wants to abuse you and use you for what you got. So, yeah, your self-esteem should not be down that low. That's like a bad sign that you need to get out. So, we went to an adoption agency, called around. He pretended like he was the baby's father and was like, yeah, we want to put her up for adoption or whatever. So the agency, we met them, signed the papers, and they found potential parents like quickly actually. Like a couple weeks later, they found parents. And so the next step was to meet the parents. I talked to them over the phone. They sounded happy. Like over happy. And so I met them in person, and we all went to Red Lobster on them. And the lady, they were two heavy set people. I immediately didn't like them, not because they was heavy set, just their vibe was not like,
it wasn't giving.
It wasn't giving. And they were just like, oh, yeah. And the dude was like, I don't know, he just seemed like, the vibe I got from him, for real, was like pedophile. I ain't gonna lie. I got like pedophile vibe from him. I don't know, it was just like creepy. It was creepy to me.
It's twisted.
And so, but they was like Christians, supposedly.
Anybody can put a...
And so we went, me and the lady went to the bathroom, and she was like, so, yeah, we have faith, and we know that God is gonna work it out for us. I'm like, I said, this is what I said to her. I said, if you have so much faith, why didn't God give you your own baby? Why you didn't wait for God to give you your own baby if you have so much faith? That lady looked at me like you can see the B word she called me. Like, she was like, well, God does whatever, she said something, and then walked out. I was like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? People with faith, they wait on God, you know what I'm saying? They be like, you know what, God, I ain't gonna put it in my hands. I'm gonna let you work it out.
Right.
So, go back to the table, and
then you got a slick mouth.
Who?
You.
No, I think that's what God put on my heart to say. Cause I wouldn't even say nothing to nobody like that. I don't know her.
But I was like, damn, that was kind of like slick.
And I didn't even say it like slick. I was just like, if you got faith. It was like a question for him, not like, dang, if you got faith, blah, blah. It was like,
no, you said it like so calm. It just,
yeah, I said it calm.
It hit me in the heart, like, dang, someone said it to me.
I said it calm. I was asking her a question, like, for real, like, if you got faith, wouldn't you wait on God to give you the baby, like, you know, or whatever. So, yeah, she got offended. But mind y'all, they was giving me checks that were coming from them. They gave me a check that night. She gave me the check while she was in the bathroom. Before I said all that, she gave me the check. I forgot how much the check was. I think like $1,000. I'm not sure how much the check was. Never cashed the checks. I always folded them up and put it in my wallet. I never cashed the checks. They gave me 2 checks. I don't remember the amount. And so I said this. Remember I said they gave me checks, right? And so went back to the table, ate. The food was good, blah blah. But you know what? The atmosphere around the table was so uncomfortable. Like me and the baby daddy was on this side. The adoption people, it was 2 of them. They were on that side. The wife and husband was on that side. It was just like, ugh, so uncomfortable. The most uncomfortable I've been in my life. Like, I didn't like them people. I'm very what's the word? I got my intuition. I get feelings. I have good discernment of people, and the vibe that I got was not good from none of them. And so at the end, when the people left, I asked the adoption people. I was like, so I said, is there anybody else? They was like, no, take it or leave it. That's it. I was like, well, dang.
Well, what if I ain't?
She's like, what do you not like about them? They're perfect. I was like, it's just, I don't know.
They weird.
Yeah, they was kind of weird. I didn't like them. She's like, well, that's all we have, so take it or leave it.
She said it like that?
Yes.
Ew.
I was like,
the
owner lady was like, take it or leave it.
Okay, keep going.
The owner lady was like, take it or leave it. The lady that we actually talked to and worked with, she was more sympathetic. She was like, yeah, we don't have much choices, you know, it's hard to find good parents, and especially of color. So I was like, okay.
Huh? What color y'all do anything?
I guess they wanted to place a baby with a black family, so whatever.
What if I wanted to be with a white
And then
family?
they already had 2 girls. They were twin girls. And when she told me the pictures of her girls, dressed ugly. You know, I'm young. I'm like, these kids dressed they had them in some velvet red.
They was expensive. I mean, they had money.
They probably did have money, but them girls was dressed ugly.
You know, rich don't mean you can dress.
I was like, she's like, aren't they precious? I was like, yeah.
So cute.
The girls was pretty. Their clothes was, oof.
That was they churn, like they blood.
No, they adopted them.
How about to say the way
they adopted 2 girls. And so,
yeah, God showing up being blessing for a reason.
Yeah. So we went back to the house. You know, the dude was like, you gonna do it? We gonna, you know, it's the best thing to do if you want us to be together, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I guess so. But inside, I'm feeling like crap, like for real. My parents, all my family know what I'm gonna do. They're like, why are you doing this? Give her to somebody else. We want to, we'll take her. My pastor, like, you know, do what feels right for you. He never said do it. He never said don't do it. He was just like, I mean, whatever he was like, pray about it, see what God wants you to do. And my mom and my sister, like, why are you trying to give a baby up? Nobody gives babies up in this family. We'll take her. So I called one of my aunties. I was like, because she was known to take my sister's baby at one time. My sister was going through some stuff. So I called my auntie and I was like, you know, auntie, I don't know if I can take care of this baby. Can you get her? And she told me no. And that crushed my...
Did she say why?
She was like, she couldn't handle another baby right at that time.
Aww.
Because she did have my sister baby for a while. I think like a couple months, 3 months.
I'm going to ask about that after the video.
Yeah, I forgot. I actually forgot. I forgot which baby it was. It might have been Celise or Janice.
Which auntie we talking about?
Auntie Dorothy.
Oh, I was thinking about Auntie Dorothy.
Yeah. So...
Do you want me to take that out of the video?
Auntie Dorothy, she don't know. They don't know her.
Oh.
I don't think she might be on Instagram. I don't know. Anyways, she told me no because she had already had my sister's baby for like 2 to 3 months, and my sister got her back, and she was just like, you know, I can't do another baby, which I understand now, but at the time I was crushed. Like I was like, what I'm gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was crying. I wasn't eating. It's pictures of me back then pregnant with Destiny. I was losing weight. When you pregnant, you're supposed to gain weight. I was losing weight. Like my face was skinny, my neck was skinny. I might have one picture I can put up
My mom was really skinny.
And I was working at Burger King at the time, and I was sitting there like this. We were having like a party or something. I was sitting there like this, smiling. But I was, when I looked at that person, I was like, damn, you pregnant, but you skinny. Like, it was weird. I would not want to be that skinny again. But, yeah, I was losing weight during my pregnancy. I was stressed out, totally stressed out during the whole pregnancy about what to do with this baby, to give her up. And, all the while I'm still getting beat up at home for not doing what I'm supposed to do, and just for stupid stuff. Not saying good morning, get slapped or get punched or something. It was a whole bunch of stuff. So my mucus plug comes out, which is like what holds, imagine a cork inside of a thing. It comes out. So obviously the water comes out, right? So my mucus plug comes out, so that means it's leaking the fluids. It's not,
basically, I'm about to pop out.
Not really pop out. I got time still. But I was having small contractions, not a lot, and I was having some bleeding. So I went to the doctor, and they was like, oh, it's fine, your mucus plug just came out, but it should be soon that you're gonna give birth or whatever. So I go into labor. I told y'all about that Burger King. My boss, I'm telling everybody, y'all, everybody telling me not to get this baby up for this man. Everybody I know. My boss, she was the closest person in my family, closest person besides my family. She was actually there when I gave birth to her. I don't think you ever met Joni. Yeah, her name was Joni. So
I've seen a picture. She a white lady.
Yeah, she was a white lady.
I seen that picture of her.
But she fought hard for me. Like she wasn't scared of my baby daddy at all. She would go head to head. Like, she's not giving her up. She's not doing this. She's not doing.
Period. I gotta meet her.
Yeah, she was hard. She fought for Destiny. I can say that. And she was right there with my mama. She had one foot. My mama had the other foot while I was pushing Destiny out. And it was so crazy. And I didn't want to see the baby. After the baby was out, I was like, I don't want to see her. Nope, I'm not going to see her. She was like, and she was holding Destiny. Her and my mom was holding her. She's like, this baby is beautiful. You should look at her. I was like, no, I'm not going to look at her. I'm not going to look at her. So I looked at her. I had to look at her. Because even the nurse was like, was she Mexican? Is her dad Mexican? I'm like, no. Let me see this baby. Child, this baby came out looking pure Mexican. Dude, let me tell y'all, her hair, straight hair, a head full of hair, straight. I think I got a picture. I'm going to try to put it up. Head full of hair, straight, gorgeous, beautiful baby. I'm like, dang, this baby Mexican. Beautiful looking baby, ever. Every time to this day, well, not to this day, but when I had her, people were like, is that your baby? Everybody asked me, is she my baby? She was light bright with dark black hair. Like, who would know? I'm this brown skinned person. They would never have known.
Baby.
Yeah, with this light skinned baby. Like, who baby you done stole?
Who baby you done stole? We gonna call the CPS for you.
So of course I had to call the adoption people to tell them that I had the baby. They come to the hospital. But I was already in the hospital room by myself. And I was praying to God. And the baby was sitting in the carrier, in the little, what a thing called, the crib. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what to do. I don't want to get this baby out. In my heart of hearts, deep down inside me, I want to keep this baby. I don't know how I'm going to take care of her. I don't got no money to take care of 3 kids. But I don't want to give her up. Because I don't think I can go through life wondering what she at, what she doing, who, you know, what happened to her or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be guilt. So
when adoption people came down, I made up in my mind, as hard as it was, I was scared, y'all, to tell the people that I want to keep this baby. Even though it's my baby, I'm like terrified. And the nurse at the hospital, she was like, so what you gonna do? Because everybody knew about it. Even the nurse at the hospital that was attending to me, she was mean though. Everybody was mean about it. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna get this baby up, right? You can't just not give the baby up. I was like, it's my baby. She was like, but you already told them you would get the baby. So when she left, the doctor people came in, and I guess she had already told them that I wasn't giving the baby up. They came in, so what do you plan on doing again? They're telling us that you're not gonna give the baby up. I said, I'm gonna keep the baby. And the owner, she was furious. She was so mad. She was like, you know, we went through all this trouble for you to find a family and everything. How could you do this? I was just like, they made me feel like crap for keeping my own baby, y'all. I knew that wasn't nothing but the devil. They made me feel like pure crap for keeping my own baby. But the lady that I worked with, she already had 5 kids and a husband. And she told me, she was like, and I asked her one day, because she had 5 kids, she was like, I said, well, you have 5. If you can do it, I can do it, right? She was like, I don't know. She didn't say yes or no. But she was a nice lady. When her boss left, she was like, you have to do what's best for you. She was the only one that was on my side at that hospital. And so, of course, the adoption...
Hold on. Just pause this real quick.
Yeah.